G'day guys, welcome back. Snagged podcast episode 17. I can't even count that high. We are back and she's here. She's finally bit of heat rocked up. You can tell by the time the patrol's overheating, so she's getting warm. There's some good reports coming in. Kingfish is starting to roll through, but yeah. Anyway, I poked out for a fish on the weekend. I'm up north for TAFE and work, so up here and managed to go out with good old Joby Hicks up Devonport Friday arvo. After work, we went out. We chased around looking for some snapper and stuff like that, which they've seen numbers of snapper come out of Devonport already, but they managed to get onto, I think it was 7 gummies over out the front of Devonport. So there's definitely a heap of gummies and that rolling through Devonport. Other than that, other sort of people that I've seen up north, I know there's been kingfish caught around sort of in between the Tamar and Bridport. I don't know 100% where. You know, Alex Vogler was a little bit sneaky on spots. But no, there was a
There's
kingfish
definitely
that,
some digging down the east coast as well.
yeah, no, there's definitely kingfish up north. Like I saw a photo that got put on Facebook about kingfish in St Helens off the rocks out the front there. So they're starting to come into St Helens. They're up north already. So with any luck, by the time I get back to Hobart next weekend, they'll be in the river and it'll just be all ready to go. But other than that, then
Fingers crossed.
Saturday I went and fished the old Stomper Grounds, the good old Tamar River. Went out with one of my good mates, Dylan Farquhar. We went and had a bit of a poke around the front. They've been getting heaps of squid out there apparently. I left all my squid jigs in good old Hobart, so I went to bloody one of the shops here, grabbed like 2, and hooked up first cast. I'm like, we're on here, and then proceeded to lose my jigs in the next 10 casts. So didn't get any squid, but we went back in river and poached around, got onto some good old whiting. We looked at like my usual spot. There was just too much current flowing through there, so I went shallower, which is something that I've for whiting in the Tamar. It's literally always been like go to this one spot, and they've always been there. So it was actually good to sort of have to explore a bit and put in a bit of work for the white instead of just go to the one spot, bang, drop down on. But yeah, we managed to get our bag using Black Magic whiting rigs, just little bits of squid on them. We were literally in like 1 to 2 meters, so like so much fun because whiting fights so hard, especially when you're only using like 6 pound braid and the 1,000, 2,000 spinning rod. And yeah,
Perfect.
so we managed to get our bag of whiting. Then after that, we sat down Sunday, had a fellow come over from WA, Chris Dixon, fishing, and it's like, look, big trout over in WA is 40 centimeters. I want to get onto some trout, like anything over 40 centimeters, I'm stoked with. So I'm like, it should be pretty easy in Tassie. So we picked me up about 5 o'clock Sunday morning. We went right out to St Pat's River, like about 30 k's out from Lonnie, and we fished that at the start. There wasn't many big fish. We looked around for some bigger fish, but we couldn't really find too many. Then we moved a little bit closer to Mountain Stream Fishery, and yeah, we found a couple of nice ones in there. We both got fish around, that 45 centimeter mark, which Chris was stoked about because like in WA that's like huge compared to them. And one funny thing, we were walking up beside sort of the bank of a river, and Chris just went, "Oh my god, oh my!" And I'm like, "What's wrong?" And there was it would have just been one of the escape rainbows, probably about a 5 to 6 pound rainbow, like literally just like didn't even know we were there. It was just sitting like a meter in front of Chris, and like we threw plastics and everything at it. We couldn't get it to eat. It was pretty shut down. But yeah, like it's just Tassie's so good for our trout fishing, and we often like overlook it and go, oh, like another trout. Like I'm sick of it. I want to go chase kingfish, stuff like that. Our saltwater, blah blah blah. But like realistically, when you hear stories and stuff like that, where it's like, they've got a couple of rivers that sustain trout because most of them dry up over the summer because it's 40 degrees over there, and then like a good fish over there is 35, 40 centimeters. You're like, maybe I should respect the old trout down in Tassie a little bit more. But yeah, no,
Absolutely.
it was a pretty jam packed weekend. There was a sort of fair bit. I think I would have been fishing from about oh, I'd say from near 4 o'clock till 9 Friday. So there's 5 hours there, then about another 8 hours Saturday, then about another 12 hours. So fishing for 24, 25 hours in a weekend. It's a fair crack, but no, I got it done. But yeah, how about you? You heard any reports other than what I've just
Oh man,
dribbled
we're
about?
just working, big man. Work, work, work. It's been crazy busy down here. The sun's out, sky's blue, so that's making everyone get ready, which is
Yeah.
awesome. It's what we want. So yeah. All right, man. I'm going to get into some fishing reports because I've got bucket loads of stuff, and I'm going to flip it up, and I'm going to do the saltwater stuff this week. Because let's go. All right, fishing reports. Big one is bluefin in Storm Bay. I was talking to Dylan Lowe. He went out with Joby Hicks and Michael McBride and managed to get some stonker big bluefin out in Storm Bay. So that's good to see that there. A few people have been asking. So there's a good report there. Steve Newell with a nice snapper up in Port Sorrel went 83 centimetres. Sure, you probably saw that. That was absolute cracker. Damon Sheriff with another cracking snapper. That man, God, he can fish, which is pretty awesome. Stewie Nichols took his daughter out for bluefin fishing the other day. The master himself and got her onto a 92 kilo bluefin. Tail got bitten off by a mako towards the end of it. Took the engine out off it.
Oh, I mean,
But
makes it easy to
the good thing I think is the makos are about.
yeah, it makes it easier to fight though. I mean, if it doesn't have a tail.
Absolutely, turn the engine off, you're good to go.
Mm.
Jack Gillespie said to say plenty of great sized southern calamari hanging around the northern coastlines right now. Had a great session over the weekend using the Emeralda's Peak 3.5 squid jigs.
I reckon
Awesome work.
I reckon a good tip is to take more than two squid jigs too, because I learnt that out on the weekend.
Yeah, well, yes, yes. Oh no, someone will sell you some. All right, this is a cool one. Justin Rigby got out for a fish, been a little while. He went out to Storm Bay and had a bit of a bottom drop and got on some stripy trumpeter out in Storm Bay.
Gotta
That's
love
cool.
that.
Yeah,
That's,
absolutely. Paul Hoare, it's taken a long time, but he finally got one on the boat. Awesome, decent sized bluefin. Well done, my man. Paul Digney, the big man himself, went out for a fish down the neck, got himself an epic jumbo. That man has had a cracking season so far, so good job, Mr. Digney. Josh Wall went an epic session on the Trevs up at St Helens. He came in and he's just got into fishing in the last 6 months, and he went up to for a solo mission up to St Helens and just fish on the shore. Absolutely dong the Trevally.
uh,
I don't think he'll ever go trout fishing ever again in his life.
no, no, it's hard. They are like when they are on, they're just like I mean, it's so addictive because it can literally get to a point where like you expect to bite every cast. Like they're one of those fish that when you get them right and you work out the pattern, it's just like you can literally like you almost get annoyed if you're fishing on like the same bit of bank if you don't get a hit every cast because it's like oh, then yeah, but no, they're so much good fun, the Trevs.
Absolutely. Moving on too, John Deegan with an awesome feed of garfish on the northwest coast. Good to see the garfish around. Awesome eating fish. Paul Rogers, nice gummy, went 1.3 meters in Storm Bay on squitters bait. Also got some flathead and some calamari as well, which is good. Max Newitt with some awesome calamari. Look, awesome photo, love that one. Young Arthur Whittock said chase-based crusty crabs were smashing the sprim and the structure. Perfect slow fall presentation proven deadly, with most hookups happening before they even reach to the bottom. Awesome. Good job, Arthur.
Was
Another
that in
one.
the
He's got the fishing heaps. He's been out
yeah?
of the
Was that
beginning. He said went out fishing again. He said he was using glide baits as well. Got a nice 42 centimetres of the fork on a glide bait, which is kind of cool. Always freaks me out using those glide baits, but the bloody things do work.
yeah? Was that in Derwent or Hewan? I'm guessing he's down south.
He didn't say. I did send a message, but he didn't get back to me. But I reckon I would say down the Huon. Probably
Mm,
not too far from where you and Zabi were fishing the other week.
yeah, yeah. Have to rat him out for his spots, I
That's right.
reckon.
Yeah, that's it. Kerry Potter with some awesome whiting, decent feed, and young Noah with some awesome squid. That was cool. Young Noah came in to get some squid jigs off the other day, and I said, mate, try this one. I'm telling you. He's like, no, no. Took it out, smashed him. Very happy customer. A good job, guys. All right. In the freshwater, don't actually have, strangely enough, that much trout at the moment, which is sort of a bit weird.
Mm.
But Brendan Rigby, epic redfin perch. Did you see that thing out of the southwest river?
I think so, yeah, about 40 centimetres. They are,
Yeah.
it's hypocritical, but I'm going to say it. I would rather a fair redfin perch over a
Oh, so
trout
much better.
any day of the week. Like,
Yeah.
the
Well,
worst,
Southwest must be the spot for big ones because I remember years and years and years ago we were going. We just stopped in there for a fish on the way up to. Can't remember where we were going. And I hooked this fish and I thought I had a trout of a bloody lifetime. And this thing was huge. It was the biggest redfin. It would have had to have been. I'm not even kidding. 55 centimeters. It was huge. We had netted this thing. I almost felt bad killing it, but
yeah.
that thing went nuts. It was a good fish. Tasted
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, like they get some really big ones out of Brushy Lagoon, as I'm sure you've probably seen. I managed to get one out of there that was like 45 and like 3 pounds, and that thing was like I thought I had it like because they released Atlantic salmon there, and it was like winter, and I thought, no, I'm onto one of those Atlantic salmon. I've got one, and then got it up and saw this redfin. I was like, what the hell? Another funny story out of the Southeast is photos actually up on the wall there. I might end up jumping up and grabbing that before we finish. Hooked up, fishing the Southeast River in Hadspen. I always used to get dropped out there with a boat and go and just hammer the river to try and find trout. And I was fishing this plastic, just hopping it along, and I hooked up with this thing, and it just went full non-stop. Got up, saw brown. I'm like, this is a huge trout. Like, I was so excited, and got it in, and it was a bloody. No, I can't tell. I'm too young to see how bloody big huge tench on a soft plastic.
Oh, cool.
I'd never been so excited and so disappointed in the same time. But like, I mean, they're a pretty cool fish, and like, you don't hear too many people catching them on plastics because obviously they just sit there and eat mud. But yeah, no, it was a cool fish and fought well on 4 pound.
Nice, awesome. Yeah, that's cool. That's a. I'd rather catch a tench like that than a trout. So good job. That's kind of cool. Good one to put on your belt. All right, Scott Parrish, epic trout, nice work. He's been smashing them over the last few months, all up and down the coast, west coast in particular. Man, he's got some epic fish under his belt for this season. So good job, Scott. Christy Jane enjoying a quiet afternoon in the sunshine fishing. Oh, this should have been the saltwater ones. Awesome flathead and brim. These are actually cool. She had a great session. Awesome photo. Decent flatty.
Yeah.
I couldn't quite zoom in enough, but I reckon the zoom in. I reckon it's like blue spot size. It's good fish.
Never know. It could have been to be in the freshwater report. Could have been a freshwater one.
Oh, it could have been a freshwater flatty. 3-meter flatty up the lakes. Absolutely, why not? It's about time. Cool. All right, well, I think that's about us for us. Quick one. I'm going to skedaddle because I've got a fishing club coming in about 10, 15 minutes to have their general annual meeting or Christmas meeting or sub meeting. So
I'm doing it. I'm being back.
Oh, you get the photo? Well, guys, while you get the photo, just remember www.snagged.com.au. Grab yourself a membership. Support us for doing this every week, and you're going to win some awesome prizes.
Bloody tench
on
a soft plastic.
See.
Yeah, you can.
But back a bit, up a bit. Yeah, I think they get the point. That's pretty cool.
They get the point.
Nice fish.
Cool fish. Anyway, that's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Goodbye.